If something seems too good to be true, it usually is. But that doesn't stop us from wanting it. Just last week, I almost got scammed. You see, because the offer was so good, I started making real plans around it before even verifying if it was legitimate. And the funny thing is, I'm a pretty skeptical person. I've been burned before, and yet the offer was so irresistible that I didn't see any red flags initially. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Because if you apply the same principle ethically in your business, you won't need a personal brand, you won't need a funnel, or even great copy. Clients will actually chase you. And most freelancers and business owners believe they need to post on social media every day, or have a perfectly optimized funnel, or write expert level copy in order to get clients. But the truth is, if your offer is strong enough, none of that even matters. I'm going to break down exactly why that is and how you can craft an offer so good that it makes everything else irrelevant. My wife texted me about a deal that seemed too good to pass up. Someone we go to church with was helping a friend's dad move, and they were selling a few vehicles and some appliances and some furniture. And one of the cars caught her attention, and as a result, it caught my attention. Now, we were already in a situation where we needed to either fix up one of our cars or buy another one. So this offer was perfectly timed for us. And that's a key part of an irresistible offer. It needs to speak to an immediate need. So I did a quick Kelly Blue Book search, and that's when I sealed the deal in my head. I said, this car is priced at one third of what it's actually worth. So even if the car has some issues, I figured worst case scenario, I could resell it for a little profit. So I told my wife, all right, let's put a deposit down to reserve it. And that's another key part of an irresistible offer is urgency. When something is that good, we feel like we have to act now. It's first come, first serve, and there's a limit of one. So urgency is built in. So we told our friend that we wanted the car, and that's when they told us to send a deposit to hold it, and the payment was going to go to their friend's Venmo account. And at that moment, a little red flag went off in my head. Could this be a scam? Did their social media account get hacked? But I was already sold in the offer, so I had my wife call our friend, and sure enough, her social media account had been hacked. The entire thing was a fake. There was no car, no deal, nothing. And yet, I spent real time researching, making decisions, and justifying the purchase. Why? Well, because the offer was so good. It overrode my initial skepticism. The same principle actually applies to every successful business. You can think about it like this. When people see an offer that is so valuable, so compelling, and time sensitive, they stop overthinking. They feel like they have to actually take action now. And this is why most businesses actually struggle. They focus on marketing tricks or fancy branding or the perfect sales funnel, when in reality, the offer itself is the real game changer. When your offer is truly irresistible, people will justify the purchase in their own minds. They will figure out a way to pay for it, even if they weren't planning to. And they'll actually act fast because they don't want to miss out. And this brings me to the next big realization. Most business owners think they need to post on social media every single day to build a personal brand, or spend tens of thousands of dollars on a brochure site to look professional, or master copywriting in order to craft the perfect sales message. But you don't really need any of that as long as your offer is strong enough. So let me say it again. You don't need a personal brand. You don't need a fancy website. And you don't even need great copy. If your offer is truly irresistible, people will figure out a way to buy from you. It doesn't matter how messy the process is. So think about the last time that you jumped on a deal quickly. Did you spend hours researching the seller's brand or their marketing? Probably not. Let me give you some real world examples, like Facebook Marketplace. You've probably seen someone post an insane deal on a product, and if the offer is good enough, people actually drive across town and bring cash in hand even if the seller has no reputation at all. Or, underground businesses where there's people making six figures simply selling services like cleaning or pressure washing or junk removal, all without a personal brand or fancy website or even great sales copy. Their offers are just too good to ignore. And even ugly landing pages that print money. Some of the highest converting online sales pages look outdated. Why? Because the offer is stronger than the design. If the deal is compelling, people don't care what the website looks like. So here's what this means for you. If you've been stressing over your branding or worrying about your funnel or spending hours tweaking your website, then you're likely focused on the wrong thing. So instead of asking, how do I get more traffic? Ask, how can I make my offer so good that no one wants to say no? Because when your offer is dialed in, people will ignore the fact that your website is basic or non existent. They will overlook the fact that your sales page is ugly, and they'll actually take action without you having to sell them. So let's break down exactly how to create an offer so strong that people feel stupid saying no. We've talked about why an irresistible offer makes everything else irrelevant, but now let's break down how to actually create it. A truly irresistible offer has three key elements. Number one, a clear and immediate outcome. People don't buy services, they buy results. If they aren't 100% clear on what they're getting, they're not going to buy. Number two is a perceived value that's 10x the price. The offer should feel like a steal compared to what they're getting in return. And number three is a strong reason to act right now. If there's no urgency, they'll think, I'll do this later. And later usually means never. So let's break these down. Number one, you need a clear and immediate outcome. Most businesses fail at this. They describe what they do instead of what the customer actually gets. A weak example is, I do business consulting, while a strong alternative is, in 1 hour, we'll create a custom strategy to double your revenue in the next 90 days. Do you see the difference there? The second one is clear, it's specific, it's outcome focused. For freelancers and service providers, it could be, instead of I build websites, it's I'll build you a website that converts visitors into paying clients. And instead of I do fitness coaching, it's I'll help you lose 10 pounds in 30 days or less without giving up your favorite foods. The clearer the outcome, the more compelling the offer. Now, number two was a perceived value that's 10x the price. And the easiest way to do this is to actually stack the value. Most people just list one thing that they'll deliver. Instead, package multiple high value elements together. So a weak offer is I'll do a 60-minute coaching call for $500. While a strong example is you'll get a 60-minute coaching call, a custom 30-day action plan, and priority email support for a week. Even if it's the same service, stacking the value makes the offer feel 10x more valuable. So for a web designer, it could be add a free homepage audit and SEO recommendations. Or a fitness coach, it could include personalized meal plans and progress tracking. And for a consultant, it could simply be offering a follow-up session to ensure they actually implement the strategy that was discussed on the first call. You make them feel like they're getting a massive deal, and they should be getting a massive deal. Number three was add a strong reason for them to act now. If people don't feel urgency, they won't act. It's as simple as that. An example of a weak offer is book anytime, while a stronger example is there's only 10 spots available at this price, and once they're gone, they're gone. So these are some ways to create urgency. Limited spots, only 5 spots available, or have an expiring bonus. If you book today, you also get X. Or have a deadline pricing where the price is going to double next week. So the reason why that scam almost worked on me was because I believe I had to act fast. And when you apply ethical urgency in your offer, your ideal clients will act fast too. Many times we need a nudge to actually make a decision. And urgency helps people make a decision to take you up on your offer or to pass on it instead of just defaulting to maybe at some point I'll do that. So, to make your offer truly irresistible, ask yourself, is the outcome clear and immediate? Does it feel like 10x the value of the price? And is there a strong reason to act now? If you know those three things, clients will chase you to take advantage of your offer. So here's the big takeaway. If your offer is truly irresistible, everything else becomes secondary. You don't need a fancy website. You don't need a massive personal brand. And you don't even need world class copywriting. Because when your offer is so good that people feel stupid saying no, they will find a way to buy from you. And the best part is you don't have to figure this out alone. If you want me to personally help you take your business to the next level, whether that's crafting an irresistible offer or fixing your pricing strategy or doubling your revenue, working half the time, I have something special for you. So here's my irresistible offer for the right person. If you want me to personally help you fix the number one bottleneck in your business, well, I'm doing something special for the first 10 people. I'm taking 90% off my normal hourly consultation rate, but only for these 10 spots. Once they're gone, they're gone. And in this private one-on-one call, I'll personally help you fix the number one bottleneck in your business. So whether that's your offer, pricing, scaling, or working less while making more, you can click the link in the description before it disappears. So if the link's not there, 10 spots are already used up. But this is your chance to get personalized help, whether you're stuck in your offer, your pricing, your strategy, or you just need a clear plan to scale your business faster. And by the end of the call, you'll have an action plan to tackle the biggest thing that's holding your freelance or service-based business back. And if you're serious about growing, don't wait. Grab one of the 10 spots before they're gone. Now, if the link isn't available or a call just isn't right for you right now, then I think you'll like this next video, and YouTube does too. So go ahead and check it out, and I'll see you in the next video.